Welcome to 50 Cents of Advice, dropping dimes of wisdom, 1/50 at a time. If you're 62 and thinking about taking Social Security early, this one decision could cost you $250,000. Yeah, you heard that right, $250,000. Here's the thing, everybody talks about when to take Social Security, but nobody shows you the actual math, not the percentages, not the vague advice. The real dollars and cents that'll actually hit your bank account over the next 20 to 30 years of your life. I'm Eli Pennywise, and I'm here to cut through the financial BS that nobody else wants to tell you, especially when it comes to the stuff that actually matters for folks like us. You've worked hard for 30, 40 years. You've paid into the system. Now it's time to ensure you receive every penny you deserve. Today we're going to run through 3 real scenarios, claiming at 62, at 67, and at 70. And I'm going to show you the exact dollar differences. Not just what you get each month, but what you actually pocket over your lifetime. Because here's the dirty little secret. The Social Security Administration isn't hiding anything from you. They're just really good at making the numbers confusing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when you should file, based on your situation. So stick around, because this might be the most valuable 12 minutes you spend this year. The 2025 Reality Check. All right, let's start with where we are right now, 2025. Because things have changed, and you need to know what's actually happening with your money. First up, the cost of living adjustment. In 2025, Social Security beneficiaries got a 2.5% bump. That added approximately $50 a month to the average benefit, bringing it to around $1,976 per month. Now, if you're thinking $50 doesn't go very far when eggs cost what they do, you're not alone. That's the lowest increase since 2021, and with inflation still biting, a lot of folks are feeling the squeeze. But here's something you might have missed. Remember those teachers, firefighters, police officers, and government workers who got penalized for having a pension? The ones who saw their Social Security slashed because of something called the Windfall Elimination Provision and the government pension offset? Well, in January 2025, Congress finally did something right. They passed the Social Security Fairness Act, which wiped those penalties clean. Over 2.8 million people are now getting bigger checks. Some folks saw their monthly payments jump by more than $1,000. If that's you, you should have already seen the increase starting in April. Remember that Good Times theme song? Keeping your head above water, making a wave when you can. Well, for a lot of us, that's exactly what Social Security feels like these days. We're all just trying to keep our heads above water. The 3 scenarios. Let's do the math. Now let's get to what you really came here for, the numbers that matter. I'm going to walk you through 3 different people, all with the same full retirement benefit of $2,000 a month at age 67. But they're going to make 3 different choices. And by the end, you'll see why timing is everything. Scenario 1. Taking it early at 62, the early bird. Meet Sarah. She just turned 62, and she's tired. Really tired. She's been working since she was 22, and frankly, she's done. Her company's been downsizing, and she figures, why wait? I'll take my Social Security now. Here's what happens. At 62, Sarah gets 30% less than her full benefit. So instead of $2,000 a month, she's getting $1,400. Let's do the math. $1,400 per month times 12 months equals $16,800 per year. Now if Sarah lives to 85, which is pretty typical, she'll collect for 23 years. That's $386,400 total. Not bad, right? She got her money early, and over 2 decades, she pulled in close to $400,000. Remember those old Timex commercials? Takes a licking and keeps on ticking? Well, Sarah's thinking her Social Security check is like that watch. It might be smaller, but at least it's ticking right now. Scenario 2. Waiting until full retirement age at 67. The patient one. Now meet Bob. Bob's also 62. But he's still working part-time and feeling pretty good. He figures he'll wait until 67, his full retirement age, to start collecting. That way, he gets 100% of what he earned. Here's Bob's situation. At 67, he gets the full $2,000 per month. $2,000 times 12 months is $24,000 per year. If Bob also lives to 85, that's 18 years of benefits. $24,000 times 18 years equals $432,000. Hold on. Bob just beat Sarah by $45,600, even though he got 5 fewer years of checks. That's the power of patience, folks. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember that break-even age everyone talks about? For Bob versus Sarah, it's around age 78 and 8 months. That means if Bob lives past 78, he comes out ahead. If he doesn't, well, Sarah would have gotten more total dollars. You know that Tom Petty song, The Waiting? The waiting is the hardest part. That's Bob right now. But unlike the song, waiting might actually pay off for him. Scenario 3. Maxing out at 70. The Optimizer. Finally, meet Linda. She's 62 but in great health, still loves her job, and frankly, she's got other savings she can tap into. She decides to wait until she is 70. Here's what that looks like. For every year Linda waits past 67, she gets an 8% boost by 70. That's a 24% increase on top of her full benefit. So instead of $2,000, Linda gets $2,480 per month. Let's run those numbers. $2,480 per month times 12 equals $29,760 per year. If Linda lives to 85, that's 15 years of benefits, $29,760 times 15 equals $446,400 total. Linda just squeaked past Bob by about $14,400. But here's the kicker. If Linda lives to 90, she's way ahead. Extra 5 years equals $29,760. Times 5 equals $148,800 more. Her total at 90 equals $595,200. Compare that to Sarah at 90, 28 years times $16,800 equals $470,400. The difference? $124,800. And that, my friends, is where that $250,000 swing comes from when you factor in different lifespans and health situations. The hidden factors nobody talks about. Now, before you make your decision, there are 3 critical things that don't show up in those neat little scenarios. Factor number 1, taxes. Your Social Security can be taxed. If you're single and your total income is over $25,000, or married filing jointly over $32,000, Uncle Sam's going to take a bite. Up to 85% of your benefits could be taxable. So that $2,000 monthly check, it might only put $1,700 in your pocket after taxes. The good news for 2025, there's a new senior tax deduction, up to $6,000 for singles or $12,000 for married couples if you're 65 or older. It's not exactly what was promised, but it helps. Factor number 2, still working? If you're under full retirement age and still working, there's a concept called the earnings test. In 2025, if you earn more than $23,400 and you're collecting early benefits, Social Security will withhold $1 for every $2 you earn over that limit. It's like that Dolly Parton song, 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Except now you're working 9 to 5, and Social Security's taking back some of your check. That's hardly living. Good news. Once you hit full retirement age, this penalty disappears. Work all you want, keep all your benefits. Factor number 3, spousal and survivor benefits. Here's something crucial. If you're married and the higher earner, your claiming decision affects your spouse for the rest of their life. When you pass away, your spouse receives your benefit amount. Not yours and theirs combined, but the higher of the two. So if you claim early and get a reduced benefit, your spouse is stuck with that reduced amount for the rest of their life. If you wait until 70 and max it out, you're giving your surviving spouse a much bigger safety net. So what should you do? All right, let's make this simple. Here's your cheat sheet. Take it at 62, if you have serious health issues and don't expect to live past late 70s. You absolutely need the money now and have no other income. You're single with no spouse to worry about. You've got a pension or other income that'll carry you through. Wait until 67 if you're in average health and expect to live into your early 80s. You want the full benefit you earned without penalties. You're still working, but want to retire in the next few years. Hold out until 70 if you're in great health with longevity in your family. You have other retirement savings to tap into for now. You're married and want to maximize your spouse's survivor benefits. You want to hedge against living into your 90s. Remember those choose-your-own-adventure books from back in the day? If you want to explore the cave, turn to page 47. If you want to climb the mountain, turn to page 63. Well, Social Security is your real-life choose-your-own-adventure, except the ending depends on math, not luck. The bottom line. Look, here's the truth. Nobody can predict exactly how long you'll live. However, you can make an informed decision based on your health, family history, finances, and what matters most to you. The difference between claiming at 62 versus 70 can be anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000 over your lifetime, depending on how long you live. That's real money. That's vacations with your grandkids, a new car every few years, or just the peace of mind knowing you won't outlive your savings. Remember Jerry Maguire? Show me the money. Well, Social Security is showing you the money. You just have to decide when you want to see it. Early and smaller, or later and larger. That's your call. Do you know someone who's about to turn 62 and is wrestling with this decision? Be a friend. Share this video. Send it to your buddy, your sister, your neighbor. Because this is the kind of math that changes lives. And if you found this valuable, please hit the subscribe button. We drop a new video every week, breaking down the money stuff that actually matters to real people like you and me. I'm Eli Pennywise, and that's your 50 cents of advice. Keep the change.